Hello. Welcome everyone to JLABTV. I'm JLAB and this is Football Manager 2021, the Youth Academy Challenge with Siena. And we're looking at the Coppa Italia Lega Pro because of one thing alone. What happens when the team that wins the Coppa Italia Lega Pro finishes in the top half of their division and claims another place for the playoffs in the bid to get promoted to Serie B? Well, I'm going to show you because Cosenza won the cup this year. They're in 6th place in the league. But as you can see, they have opened up another slot for a promotion bid. So instead of 9 teams being promoted, or instead of 9 teams being allowed to get into the promotion playoffs, there are 10 teams that can get into it. So more opportunity for people to be promoted, and that's why getting into the Coppa Italia Lega Pro is very important for some teams to win, because it can literally be the determining factor for some teams to get promoted. Pesaro almost won it, so that's a thing, and I want to go over that very quickly because I felt that we had to talk about it, since it's something that I made a point of saying I wanted to win it, but never really got that far into it outside of the second year where we got into the third round, or think it's the first year, think about it. Instead of the first year when we got into the third round. So yes, some teams would literally have to depend on that just to survive. But either way, we have played 4 matches. We're in the last game of the season, as you can tell by this division. What have we been doing and how have we been getting on since we last met up? So the first game we had was away from home against Formidable, and given our history against this team, losing 2-0 wasn't really that big of a surprise. They took the lead into the 32nd minute of the game. They got ourselves a second in the 76th minute of the game, Marta scoring that. And unfortunately, that was that. We were expected to lose this game. I did try for a different formation. I went for the 4-2 narrow. It didn't work. And I was honestly, at this point, because we've done so badly in some areas, I was thinking we needed to test things out, try out different formations. Though, admittedly, we probably could have gotten more than just a 2-0 defeat. The way we played, the chances we created, we probably should have gotten at least a draw here. And that's probably me being a bit ambitious of saying that, but we had opportunities that we could have done. And just looking at some of the shots that was taken here, we really could have gotten more than this. And the fact that one of our shots was a 0.31 XG showed that we had a decent attempt somewhere, and it was just saved. The fact we had a shot block, so we had more shots on target than they did, is a good sign. Though, again, we just didn't take a chance if we did get presented to them, and it's probably the reason why we lost this match. Our next game was against Lecces Libertes, and we tried to go for a 4-3-3 formation. We lost this game 2-1. But we did give them a fight. Evans got the opening goal of the game. We then got ourselves a goal back after Scapato scored that finish. I think this is 50 for the season. But it was not enough because Evans found himself through after Alessandro plays it to him, and top corner finish. Not going to stop that, unfortunately. So he got 2 goals. We were beaten, and I don't know. I tried to go for the 4-3-3 formation. It didn't work. Zuli, I don't think is ready for this just yet. We had players injured as well, which probably didn't help our case. Like Fantosa was not available for this. I think it's injury or suspension, one of the two, but we didn't do ourselves justice. There's a lot of opportunities, mind you, so we definitely did throw our weight around and say, yeah, we can definitely bring chances, bang down your door. We just didn't take our chances, unfortunately, and the fact that we could have said, yeah, we did ourselves justice, we hit the woodwork at least twice, we had a clear opportunity 2, which we probably didn't take either, so we definitely showed that we could do stuff, we just didn't take chances when we presented ourselves, and again, that's a weakness of ours, we just don't take chances sometimes. It's almost as if we need better strikers or something. Oh, and Scapato was playing on the right wing, which probably didn't help. Alec Leone was the lone striker, so I feel like we need 2 strikers for this division. I really do. So I went back to an old friend, the 4-1-3-2 formation, and Fantosi finds Scapato, who scores the opening goal of the game inside 2 minutes. Keeper, I wonder what the hell he's doing there. The Visperside do get an equalizer, and I'm thinking, okay, that's concerning, because I thought we could do better. I actually promoted the team for doing it. But again, it's one of those things. However, before half time, probably one of the biggest shocks of the season happened. Fantozzi finds Barbini, and James Barbini has scored his first ever goal for us as a 15-year-old. And in the second half, literally the beginning of it, again, long ball to the top, Scopato chips the keeper, and we're 3-1 up. Scopato gets 2 goals, and we're very, very happy. The thing that was surprising about this is the fact we were more clinical this time. All 7 of our shots were on target, and we got 3 goals from them. Scopato's 2 finishes were the shock, because I genuinely thought, okay, I thought we're not going to do well here. But yeah, here we are. Now looking at this and thinking, oh, we're doing decent. Let's see what we can do now. Because I didn't think we were this good, but we had some players that probably need to be punished with some bits and pieces in the future, but we did ourselves justice getting 3 goals here. We're rather leaky defensively, so we need to work on that, but they had an XG of 1.26, we had an XG of 0.9495. We probably shouldn't have won 3-1, but I'm not complaining. I'll just take the result 100% of the time. The last game we had was against Modena, and this goal is probably one of the best you'll ever see. First time volley, top corner. Is it powerful? No, but it still gets to the top corner. And for the only goal of the game, that is one hell of a way to win it. We weren't better than Modena, by the way, because they actually, despite having only half the shots as we did, they were still very good chances that they probably could have and perhaps should have taken. And yes, we were probably not at our best. We only had 3 shots on target. Yes, 3 of our shots were blocked, but 4 were still off target, and that's still something we need to be looking into and correcting. We had 60% in possession too, so I know we can get possession. And that was the last game we had before we met up. So what has that done for us in the league? So we're down to 10th. And I will say this here now. Before this game, we were in 11th place for 2 games running. So before our 2 victories, we were in 11th place. Fana and Pontardawe are the only 2 teams out of the top 10, as well as ourselves, that weren't confirmed for the playoffs at this point. Tristani will get the playoffs in for 11 points with Fana because they have beaten Fano. We're taking 4 points with Fana this season, and that's enough to do it. While they are ahead of Pontardawe due to the results between teams as well, I think we're going to be below Tristani because of that. Even if we've beaten them once, I think they've beaten us once as well. I think. I actually can't remember if we have actually beaten them more than once, but that's besides the point. We can finish as high as 8th place. Maybe. No, we could finish as high as 15th because we beat Fermanagh 2-0 and they beat us 2-0. So potentially we can get in that position. I'm not going to be on. I'm just going to say this. I don't think we will because of the fact we've got the low goal difference. But I would just say 8th place is potentially the target. And we play San Benedeste. And if we beat San Benedeste, they are getting relegated. One of our main rivals, historically, one of our rivals, could be relegated by us today. And for me, that is huge. That is very, very huge. And I'm excited for it because I'm just literally having to say, wow, we could relegate one of our rivals today. Is it the best thing ever? No, not really. But it is still exciting because we could literally say we can get into the playoffs and relegate one of our rivals at the same time. For me, that's important. We cannot afford to do what we did last year and draw this game and then find ourselves in 11th place. We cannot afford to do that because of everything that can happen. So we need to win. We need to do ourselves justice. And we need to get all 3 points. Get all 3 points, we are absolutely confirmed to be in the top half this season. And that is very, very important. Oh, also, Kalush is finally back on to rehabilitation. He's finally almost back from his injury. I say almost back. He's 4 to 7 weeks. We're getting him on. We're training him in the general rehab to get his acceleration, agility, balance, jumping reach, pace, stamina, and strength up. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. It's not the end of the world. But either way, he's someone I very much want to keep an eye on for the future because he could be very, very good for us. Either way, until that's the case, let's look at this match and see what we can do. we've got a few players on the bench. We've got a few players starting for us. And I'm actually going to drop you because I want to put Profano on because he's been decent in the last couple of games. And the only, while is decent, was a bit questionable, was a 6.6 rating. I want to give Fafona a chance because I think he can do some damage. And Scapato's got 17 goals, so... Leone's got 7 goals. He's got the second highest goals scored this year, so maybe I will bring him back. But yes, we're going to do this. We're going to see what we can do. And I think we can get all 3 points. If we get all 3 points, we'll do the playoffs next episode. Next video. So let's see what we can do, shall we? A free kick. Scapato's going to take this. He's going to play it forward. It's been cleared away. Only as far as Barbini. He's played out right to Scapato, who we can cut inside. He's going to cut inside. He's kept the ball, going for it now. Just wide of the post. Got corner. Apparently, we've not really done well with our chances so far. It's like we've only had 1 chance. They've had 5, but we haven't seen their chances so far. Antonucci, Alioni. And that's the problem because we're just getting the ball away. Look how many players are in their half too. So we need to do something here. And we can't afford to drop points. This is a side I generally have had issues against. Offside. Thankfully, that is offside. But we need to be very cautious now. They've done that to us once. We cannot afford to let this happen again. He's way off, mind you. But we cannot afford to be absolutely just complacent. Oh, wow. Fano have taken the lead. And Pontederi are now going to be below us because of it. So despite not doing anything, we're going up a place. We've got an opportunity here. And it's the first one in the second half. Martinez on for the first one in a while. And he can be good. He's going to try and show that. Kadama's gone for goal. He's been blocked. Antonucci on the ball. Goes to goal. Oh, no. He's played out wide to Godano, who's on the ball. Played in the middle. And Fofana's put it over. They got a chance. We cannot afford to concede. They've hit the post. Oh, God. They got an opportunity here. I swear, every time we have these last games, this team would do badly. But his Scapato. Oh, he should have scored. We need to do more. We need to get this goal. We cannot afford to let other teams do their jobs for us. We really can't. Gamanetti on the ball here. If somebody lets this goal, we're screwed. Here's Gabriel. Here's Fofana now. Can play out wide. He's kept going though. Plays in the middle. It's been headed away as far as Fofana. But again, Scapato's offside. We're having these chances. We're not taking them. Or at least we're not taking them in a legal fashion. He's only just off too. That's the worst part. But we know we can do better than this. We're up to 9th at the moment, despite everything, and we're looking like we're going to stay in 9th. Despite not winning, I think we've got 9th place. We finished in 9th. We've actually secured it, despite not everything. And Sempedades, they survive, so they got to have a playoff place against Modena, who could still get rid of them. But Fano beat Pontederi, and that's why we finished above. I didn't realize they were playing each other. Oh, wow, okay. That makes a lot more sense all of a sudden. I was wondering why Tristini was already secured a place, but that suddenly makes a lot more sense. But we secure a place in the playoffs despite having one of the worst seasons we've had for a while. If we did what we did last year, we would have finished in 6th place. That's how bizarre this is. And we're getting to go up. Seftu will stay in the promotion playoffs with us. And yeah, that's the thing. So for the very first time, we have secured a playoff place, but we did not relegate our rivals. So we did one of the things we wanted to do. We just didn't do the other thing we wanted to do. Oh, man. Okay. Our best ever finish is our best ever finish, and that's great. We're in the first round of the playoffs, and we've got to do it. We're going to do this in the next video because we need to do this again. 10 games without scoring. I didn't realize it was that bad. But yes, we can at least say we got this. We have Teramo next, and oh my god. If we look at our past history against this team, if we draw against them, we don't go through. But, I mean, if you look at our past 5 games against them, we've not done well against them. We've lost 4 of the last 5 matches against them. But beforehand, we had a pretty good run of form with 3 wins in 5 matches. So, yeah, this is going to be a difficult game. We drew against them 3-3 last time, and we were 2-0 down, then 3-2 up, then it was 3-3 the last minute. So I know we can beat this team. We just got to actually do it. This is going to be difficult. Either way, I'm going to end this here. I hope you guys have actually enjoyed yourselves. Hope you guys have liked and shared this video. And that you will subscribe to my channel. It really does help me out a lot. So anyway, until next time, goodbye and well, good night.